Round 6, Doug Jones, the black trunks, Ernie Terrell in white. There have been no knockdowns. Terrell had a very big round in the second after nailing Jones with a low punch, for which he was subsequently penalized, but he had Jones in real trouble. Since then, it has been fairly close. Joe Frazier, do you think they can keep this pace for 15 rounds?
Well, both of the guys look like they're in real top shape. And from the way it's moving, look like you're going to go all the way.
How far do you feel you are from a bout with either one of them?
Well, my trainer says from 2 years to 14 months, so therefore I'm moving pretty good. No, definitely.
Good, that's a good idea. How many have you won, 10?
10 so far.
Well, Joe, I know you're anxious to get back to your seat. I want to thank Joe Frazier, Olympic champion and undefeated heavyweight, for analyzing the fight for us in these early rounds. Thank you very much, Joe.
Okay, thank you.
Round 6 is half over. To go in this round. There seems to be a slight cut beside the right eye of Ernie Terrell. I just saw him flick his glove at it. That could be a factor. And we go back to the corner with the WBA heavyweight champion, Ernie Terrell. Terrell has victories over Chuvalo, Cleveland Williams, Zora Foley, and Eddie Machen among the named fighters. He was matched with Cassius Clay last March, but the fight didn't come off. The doctor who was at ringside with Ernie Terrell is now up in the ring working on the eye, Dr. Robert Bass of Philadelphia. And Milt Bailey is also working on it. The referee, Ernie Taylor, has gone over to look. It's coming up to round 7, and with 9 rounds left, a cut could be mighty important. Sam Solomon talking to Terrell. Here's the bell for round 7. Ernie Terrell, white trunks, Doug Jones in black. Terrell is 6 feet 6, and Jones is 6 feet 1. At the end of this round, we're going to talk to Johnny Temple, all-star Major League second baseman, and now an all-star sports announcer down here in Houston. Jones is doing more bobbing, weaving, slipping, and sliding now away from those jabs. Watching the fight on closed-circuit TV in Lowe's Sheraton Hotel in New York City. Pretty hard to get by, and Jones is finding it difficult. There's the bell. Johnny Temple, they tell me you were in a few fights. Are these fights different?
Well, yes, you can't run here, Don. I want to take this opportunity to welcome the people from all over the country into the city of Houston. We think it's fast becoming a sports capital of the world with our Astrodome, with our pro football, a great University of Houston golf team. It's just great down here, Don.
You won the Chamber of Commerce?
No, but we found some roots down here, and I'm just so happy to be here in Houston, and I'd like to say hello to all my friends that used to watch me out there with Mike Millen playing second base.
Oh, you've got a lot of friends. How about the fight, John?
Well, as I see it now, I think Jones is coming along. I believe that condition is going to play certainly a big part in the outcome of this fight. I know Jones is in shape. I watched him work for 3 weeks, and he's ready to go. And I think he's coming on strong, Don. What do you think?
He is in
There's
good
a cut here over Terrell's eye that might be a factor here, but Jones can't seem to get to it anymore.
Round 7 in the Sam Houston Coliseum. We're talking to Johnny Temple, who is analyzing the fight for us at this moment. John is a non-professional fighter, a professional sports announcer. I would hold that if Jones is in trouble again. Jones, who is bothering Terrell. John, I think Jones is slowing up a little bit here.
Yes, Terrell has hit him a couple of good punches here in this round. This is Terrell's best round, I think, since the third when he had Jones in a little trouble.
Yeah. Now it's Jones who is bothering Terrell. John, I think Jones is slowing up a little bit here.
Yes, Terrell has hit him a couple of good punches here in this round. This is Terrell's best round, I think, since the third when he had Jones in a little trouble.
Yeah. Round 8 of a 15-round bout. The midway point. The steam has gone out of Jones. There's no question about that. There's the bell. Johnny, while we're taking a look at the corner, how does the fight look to you now?
I think that perhaps, as you said, Jones has slowed up a little bit, particularly in that last round. I thought perhaps he was coming along a little stronger there prior to that round, Don. Seemed to be. I'm really enjoying myself.
You don't get taken out of a play in sports announcing.
No, and I can get on an umpire without the man fining me 50.
Thank you very much, Johnny Temple, great second baseman, now sports director of KHOU Television in Houston.
My pleasure, Don.
Round 9 in the Sam Houston Coliseum. Ernie Terrell in the white trunks, Doug Jones in black. Referee is Ernie Taylor. There have been no knockdowns. Too much holding. Less than a minute left in round 9 of this 15-rounder. Doug Jones' trunks are starting to slide down. Perhaps he's losing a little weight. Jones got nailed with a whipping right-hand punch at the bell. We're going to speak to one of the wealthy men in the Ernie Terrell organization, George Hammett Jr., who is the owner of the Steel Pier in Atlantic City. George, how does a well-off gentleman get involved with a boxer?
Well, I got involved with Ernie when he got into the situation where he had no fight after he thought he had a big one back in March, and then he appeared on a television show which we had as a singer. And so when I found a boxer and a singer in one combination, I found him to be also a very fine human being, and so we decided to work with him.
George, he's a pretty good guitarist, and he has his own group, doesn't he?
Yes, he is. And after the 7 or 8 months layoff, I think Ernie's coming along very beautifully in this fight.
What part do you play in the organization?
Well, I am the business manager. I run all of the finances and the business for the corporation. And now they're going back out there, so I guess my attention's going to be elsewhere now, Don.
All right, George, thank you very much. It's round 10. Ernie Terrell in the white trunks, Doug Jones in black. Referee is Ernie Taylor. No knockdowns. Jones drew a caution from the referee. Terrell is again dominating the fight as he did in the first couple of rounds. Jones looked pretty good in the middle rounds. Jones is tiring, there's no question about that. Less than a minute to go in round 10 of the 15-rounder. And Jones' trunks go lower and lower. The pace has been very fast, and the evening has been warm, and the boxers are slowing down a little bit as we come to the end of round 10. There's the bell ending round 10. Back to the corner with Doug Jones. Lou Gross taking the mouthpiece out. Raleigh Hackmer is the trainer in front of him. The other gentleman in there. We don't know, to be honest with you. Alex Koskowitz, the manager, was supposed to be in there. Jones seems to be having difficulty breathing in his corner between rounds. We're coming up to round 11. And Terrell seems to be pulling away. Terrell is now trying for a knockout. Jones is very puffy around the right eye. Just scored with a good right hand. The clinch is there in neutral corner. The big factor in this bout has been Ernie Terrell's long left hand. 6'6", and he's got a 5-inch reach advantage over Jones, who is almost 6'1". To go in round 11. Ernie Terrell, the World Boxing Association heavyweight champion. Jones, the challenger. Round 11 almost over. There's the bell. Jones started to walk toward a neutral corner. They've got him back on his own reservation now. Jackie Barrett has now moved into the corner with Doug Jones. He's wiping off his face with a towel. He's the former matchmaker at Madison Square Garden, a post now held by Teddy Brunner. Round 12 coming up. Ernie Terrell, the white trunks, Doug Jones in black. This is a 15-round bout. Ernie Terrell still dominating the fight as he defends his WBA heavyweight championship in the Sam Houston Coliseum in Houston, Texas. No knockdowns, as you know. We found out who the unknown man was in Jones' corner. It was Roxy Kalo, K-A-L-O. Also a boxing man. This round is half over, round 12. Ernie Taylor, the referee. Boxers are tired. Jones scored with a very good punch that time. Almost over. There's the bell, ending round 12. And the crowd is voicing some unhappiness over the bout. There's a wide shot of the ring. Terrell's corner on the right-hand side, and Jones on the left. It was a sizzling contest for the first 8 or 9 rounds, but it has started to slow down. There's the corner of the champion Terrell, and now there's Doug Jones. Jones has 5 people in his corner now. Round 13 of a 15-round bout. They're exhorting Jones to do more, the men in his corner. Doug Jones trying to get in, and get in with a punch that might turn it his way. The big punch of the fight was in the second round by Terrell, a low punch, which almost floored Jones and left him rather helpless for almost a minute and a half of the round. It seemed he might get knocked out.